Welcome to Haxby Shed and another instalment on odd jobs and stickers. We'll do the odd jobs first and then the stickers, and then I'll tell you all about the Blue Angel. What's that about? You'll have to wait till the end. Here's another odd job. My son's changing the front wheel bearing for his friend's Fiat Bravo. Trying to get the ABS sensor out without breaking it, which is a big fail. They're about 30 quid new. I suspect this is going to break as we take it out. Yeah, I can see the back turning, but the sensor's not turning. It looks like you've got it out without breaking it. That was lucky.
When you press the hub part in, what's to stop this part, this half of the inner, just being pushed out? I guess when you press it in, you have to have something against here.
Well, the other option would be could you not push the hub onto the flange bit?
You maybe could on this. You maybe could on this one. Sometimes you can't, but because this ring, snap ring, is on the back side, not the front side, you maybe could. But we need to think about it.
Yeah.
Just getting the snap ring out. Just setting it up to press out the centre.
We'll just see. Heads up. There we go. Ready now.
Well done.
Nicely done.
Well, the centre hub is out, so it's come with half a bearing, so we use a die grinder to cut that through and then split it to get it off. That's pretty rough and seized, isn't it?
Yeah.
And action.
Right, stand back.
Oh,
It's how it is.
it's
How
pretty,
they are.
yeah, pretty tight, isn't it?
Fingers in ears.
It's quite a drama, this. Oh, you're up to a lot of tonnage.
There we go. It's
Blimey.
normal.
Quite scary, that.
It is scary.
That's going all right now, isn't it?
Yeah. Should we get ready?
It's only about 3 or 4 tons.
John, you're going to have to get in there as well because this will drop. So just hold that.
Yeah.
I'll deal with the rest.
Cool.
Well done.
Well caught. Just have to cut this enough to be able to split the bearing. It's split though, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. My son's getting pretty good at these. So now we're pressing the new bearing in, but remembering to get the reluctance ring on this side, the same side as the wheel speed sensor. An easy mistake to make that, get the bearing the wrong way up. That it?
Yeah. You can relax now, John.
Pressing in the centre hub now. Oh, that's encouraging. Looks good. So just the snap ring and the sensor then now.
Yep.
Snap ring going in, making sure that the open part aligns with where the sensor goes. This is it then, isn't it? Finished.
Yeah.
Well done. Right, well that's another odd job done. My son asked me to look at this jack for him. It's not a high quality jack, but it does come in quite useful for small jobs, supporting jobs where you've got a primary jack but you just want, say, the end of a gearbox supported or something. It's really good for that. But it's become a bit unreliable. It doesn't pump up very well. But actually, when I take the rubber bung out of the cylinder, I can see pretty much straight away there's almost no oil in it. There we are, you can clearly see the ram, and there should be oil up to that level, I think. Get some jack oil. Pour it in until it goes all over the bench. That's what normally happens, isn't it? Well, that's now filled and it works fine. There's definitely no leak from the ram seal, but my son's just messaged me to say that it leaks from the pump seal when it's under heavy load. So we'll take the pump piston out and just have a look at that seal. Just a couple of split pins to come out here, and then we can get these big pins out. Oh, that's useful. You can't get this bottom pivot pin out because it hits the body. So clearly it was put in before the whole kind of jack assembly was put together. I'll have to work around that somehow. I'm undoing these nuts, but on this side closest to me. 18mm. Oh, it was only finger tight anyway. I bet you it came as a kit and he never quite got round to tightening him up. Might be just a case of tightening this gland. Let's see. Well, now I can see it's not a gland actually, it's the whole pump body. You can see the thread at the bottom here, and this screws in to this main body. So no option, I think, but to pull this out now, this piston, and just see what we can find and hope we'll be able to get it back in again. Oh, there we go. There's not much to see, is there? Don't know if you'll be able to see that. Might be an O-ring. Well, it is just an O-ring. This is it. But it's gone a bit hard. Now, I don't have one the exact size, but I have something close. And what you can sometimes do is to put two O-rings on, where one's a lot thinner than the other. And then, as I push that in, they'll compress together and make a tight seal, I think. I've done this many times and it works quite well. And as this is a secondary jack, it won't be lifting whole cars or anything. It should be fine. Well, I eased that in and it's very positive now. I think that will have fixed it. I'll get the split pins back in. In fact, I have a whole bag of split pins, so let's put some decent ones in it. Just clamp this body back together now and I think we're done. Well, that's another odd job done. Well, I hope you enjoyed the odd jobs. In the summer it's quite difficult to get into the machine shop. There's so many things to do outside, and then, you know, for some of us we get a bit of holiday as well. But I'm working on some machining, welding projects in the background, and they'll come out in videos later. Here's one. I'm not going to say what it is, you'll have to wait. You can make some guesses perhaps. Now, from time to time I get a particular subscriber, viewer, who makes a lot of comments on my channel, and for quite a time I had a lot of comments from Bob, who later became famous Bob because I mentioned him. He was giving me advice on welding chrome molloy and a few other things, and after a while he got in touch with me. In fact, to be more accurate, his wife got in touch with me and said they'd like to send me something. And now, I didn't know anything about Bob's background, but it turns out that for quite a while he was a top fuel dragster racer and he made his own dragster. I need to correct myself here. Bob has a top alcohol dragster, but we're still talking about 3,000 horsepower and 5 seconds for the quarter mile. So they sent me this, the Blue Angel. which explains why I was wearing the Blue Angel t-shirt. So, you know, it's quite easy to think people are making comments, they've got a bit of background. You don't realise, perhaps, in my position, you know, just how much experience is out there. And Bob, who's very modest, to be honest, is very modest, but actually turns out to be a top fuel dragster racer. So he sent me a sticker for my door, a Blue Angel sticker. And also I've got a sticker from the recreational machinist. I'll put it on the door in a minute. Now, it turns out he only lives about 20 miles away from me. His videos are, I like them because he goes into a lot of detail, technical explanation of what he's doing. So, for example, he was casting some pewter, and he went into a lot of detail about the history of pewter, the chemical composition of pewter. And if you're like me and you just like to absorb technical information, I find him an easy watch. His videos are extremely clear and well narrated. He doesn't make videos that often, but over a period of time he's made 17 with 34,000 subscribers. So he must have something to recommend him. I certainly like watching it. Anyway, we'll get these on the door. So there we are, the Blue Angel, drag racer and recreational machinist. Now, I don't think Bob's got a channel. This was one of his promotional stickers. And his wife told me that she used to be his parachute packer. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know if I'd want my partner or wife to be my parachute packer. I think the answer is sometimes yes, sometimes no. Anyway, if you'd like one of my stickers, I'll put up the email address, send me an email, and you can have one anywhere in the world. And if you've got one to send me, I'll put it on the door. But if you don't have a sticker, it doesn't matter. You can still have one of mine. Thank you for watching. Hacks be shared.